everyone. I wanted to show you how to do a quick makeup look by using very few products and getting a complete look in a very short amount of time. I typically do not like to wear makeup on a day-to-day basis, and if I do, it's very, very minimal, and I'll do a tutorial with how I do my makeup like every day, a different time. But this is a really cool trick, and it uses stripes. I'm not really sure if it's called a stripe method. I know that we use this technique with professional makeup artistry, and it's called underpainting, but then you cover it with a full face of foundation, and I am not doing that today. I am just going to start off with my concealer. So a really, really dark concealer to do any type of contouring. So I'll go to the top of the ear and towards the corner of my mouth. Same thing here. Okay. This ring light is very blinding, so it's kind of hard to see. You don't need to go all the way. What I can also do is contour my lips. Not a necessary step, but you can. If you want a more pronounced jawline, you can do something like this. It's not me, like on a day-to-day basis, but you can kind of bring in your face. It looks a little more sunken in, just in case you wanted to. Another thing you can do, if you've got like a bigger forehead, you can contour around here. Okay. And very minimal products, you guys. I'm not using a lot. Also, like, let's say I want to shorten up my nose. So this is your contouring step. Ooh, I don't usually contour my nose. I mean, I don't do day-to-day contouring, but anyway, so I do this step if I want to contour my nose. In this case, not really, but I'm doing it to show you. Next, you're going to get a blush. So I'm just using a two-tone blush. I think this is Pink Parthenon, and that's what it's called. If you want to get the blush, just let me know. I'll help you obtain it. Here's another thing we can do. Put some blush here and across the nose. It's a weird trick, right? All right. Am I looking silly already? Next, I'm going to use a light concealer. It looks like I put one of those weird filters on my face that everyone uses. If you have, and this is a light medium, I have a self tanner on, so I'm a little darker than usual. If you're very pale, there is a light one. If you've got a lot of wrinkles and like skin underneath here, I would say do this method where you just tap, okay? And you don't need to drag all the way over here. But for the purpose of this, since I'm doing stripes, I'm gonna do just a stripe underneath each eye. Finally, I have a highlight stick here. This is from Los Angeles edition from Artistry Studio. I'm gonna fit it right here, right on the cheekbone. Maybe a little on the temple. And then what we're going to do is blend. Oh, here's another place you can put your highlighter, right there. And here, bam. All right, next I am going to use a, I usually use kabuki brushes. This is a very, very dense, packed brush that I can stamp. I do want to use a pointier brush for the under eye area. Something like this. This is another kabuki brush, and it is pointy, and you could do the under the eye area. But another trick that works is just tapping in with your fingers. So I'm going to do just that. Just blend. These are cream products, so it actually does work better by you warming up the product with your fingers. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with the blush. And all you're doing is pushing the product in. I think I got some contour on there. Let me go back to using my fingers. I actually love using my fingers. It's hard to blend with both so you guys can see. And I'm not going to move the product around my face too much. I am just doing enough to blend it out. And make it look soft. Okay, you don't want any sharp edges. Not a fan of contouring, to be honest. Find it unrealistic for day-to-day use. And it's good for still photography, I would say, if you want to look like you've got like features, but not really for day-to-day. There's the blush part of it. There's my, could use this. Okay, and then just making sure I don't walk around with stripes on my face. I mean, I know it is a stripe technique, but pretty much I am diffusing all of these colors. And if you want, so this is called underpainting if you're going to be putting on a full face of foundation. Like I said, I don't wear foundation throughout the day. If I do, I'll just dust on some foundation powder and it gives me kind of like an overall even color, but you know, it's putting foundation on my face. Let me see how I look in the mirror here. All right, it's not bad. So I did use my fingers. There's the highlight part. I'm gonna go in, push this towards my hairline so I don't have obvious contouring signs. Just blend that in. All right, so I've got my blush. Let me go back into my highlighter and do this right here. Also, let's not forget this. We're really just blending it, blending. If you feel like you blended away the highlight, you can go back and put some more on. Use your fingers just to diffuse any harsh edges. You don't want it to look like you added a stick of highlighter on. You just want it to look well blended on your face. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I'm happy with this. It does look well blended in person. That's the most important. Next, what I'm going to do is take a look at my brows. I'm going to use a little brow pencil here. And I just want to draw a line, fill in my brow so it doesn't look all weird. Just so it could look a little more full. I think that's good. I don't really take a long time to do my makeup anyway, but all right, great. So I'm just going to use some mascara. And if you do have, and I would recommend this because we blink, we have wrinkles under our eyes. It's important to just at least set that under eye area. So I have a little foundation powder and a blending brush. It's a really small brush. This is a Morphe 503. It just goes under the eye. So one more time, smooth that under eye area. Press the product in there. Just dab a little bit. tap some of that powder underneath. And you can go kind of around your nose, especially if you've got more oily skin. Set all of this with a layer of powder. You could even use some setting spray before you use the powder. And there you go. Now, if you want to do 2 layers of makeup, you can use powder now. So for example, I really like this palette. It's called Golden Realm. And what I can do is find my brush, just like a brush, and I'll go into like maybe this here. This is a really good blush. Bring it up here. I mean, I put the majority right here on the apple of my the cheek here, and I can bring it here. It just kind of like blends it all together. That's a good blush. And then also I'm more warm toned, so I like the more orangey colors. So you can bring this color towards your temple. So whatever color you want, anything that's left on the brush, just bring it all over your face. There's some highlighters here you can play with. I'll dab a little bit just to cover up that cream highlighter that I put on earlier, like a little C shape. And if you're not sure where to put highlighter, next time you go to the gym, or if your face is kind of oily or sweaty, see where the light hits it. And that's where the shine should be. Right here. There you go. And then also maybe this is a little brighter. Right here, it opens up your eyes a little. If your eyes are too close together, it kind of like makes them look a little bit farther apart. So that is pretty much the face. Then I have a lipstick. If you like to wear lipstick, I don't wear lipstick on a day-to-day basis, but if you like to, this is number 3 from Artistry. You really don't need a lot of makeup, so just be careful how much you're putting on. If you put on many, many thick layers, it'll just get really, really creased up. And then this is a lip gloss called Juicy Peach. And I do like lip gloss. And so that's pretty much it. And it looks like you did your makeup and took a long time, but you really didn't. So remember all the stripes. If you like highlighter, highlight, concealer, blush, and then you can contour a little. You can skip any step. You could just do blush and concealer and then concealer. So I hope you guys like this tutorial.